like call us nerds. You're goddamn right. Playing with no dice. Hey, I'm James Bolin. Welcome back for the third episode of No Dice on sexyhackers.tv. Welcome back for the adventures. Thanks, Brian, for that wonderful music. A big shout out to everybody there in the chat already. We got some hot activity, and we have our very first subscriber! Yes! Yes, thank you, Liv's father! Liv's father, long live Liv's father! Yes! Yay! Hey, speaking of subscribing, we can get subscribers now! Yay! We are what Snarf likes to call affiliates now of Twitch. So if you are interested, you can, bits on bits. Yeah, bits and bits. Those bits, they fall into to Brian's mug there. Don't eat the bits. Don't eat the bits.
Put them back.
That's pretty huge. So thanks everybody for following, for getting out there and chatting and all that kind of good stuff. So big thanks to everybody out there in Twitchdom. So that's pretty huge news for us here at No Dice. I mean, I'm excited. But you know what's even cooler? If you have Amazon Prime, like I do myself,
me too.
you can go in there and then there's a free subscribe. So you can one free subscribe. So each month you can throw a subscribe anywhere on Twitch. And if you haven't used yours this month, you can use it on No Dice.
And I've been told they help us out greatly somehow?
Yeah, so that has no cost to you. It comes part of your Prime membership.
What?
But for us, if you use it on us, if you subscribe. Thank you! Several fair is everywhere! Damn. That's pretty cool.
I know, right? That was awesome.
I know last month I was like really trying to, last week, shit. I was trying to be really positive and it was so easy to be positive. Now I'm just like, this is like the coolest thing. I know I said I would die if we got fan art, but I'm still here. I'm not dead yet because we didn't get any fan art yet.
So please, kill Jane.
Help us
kill Jane.
Please.
Kill me. Help me.
Hashtag kill Jane. Hashtag Brian Burns.
I say, Brian Burns!
But not to put
NFL draft.
not him.
No. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can go and throw some support, and that's like it's even more than a regular subscription. It's like $10 our way each month if you throw it there.
It's a figurative toe rub for our stream.
Yes.
It's enjoyable. Thank you.
Thank you. A figurative.
Yeah, not an actual.
Not alliterative.
What does that mean?
Oh, it feels good and we like it.
Oh.
It's
That's
like
all
if,
it means.
If Cicalia's tentacles were to like.
Oh. It's very sensual.
Who are we?
Okay, so what is this? This is No Dice on Twitch, and let's get into our peeps here. Snarf, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right. First up, we have to my left. That's me, James, and that's Cookie. That's Dave, LeVar, Cicalia, Brackabandu, Bendu. Ooh, very cool. And Snarfalicious, and Brian Bear.
Hey.
The maker of music and moods. Okay. Gary Gygax, how do we play? Well, Gary, we have some pretty cool things here that Snarf has enabled us to do. First and foremost, we have a virtual coin that we can flip. And if you there in the chat want to see something, flip for it, you're gonna type exclamation point flip for it. Okay, and if you put like what you want, like what are you wanting, like open a door or whatever that thing is happening, that helps us because there's a little bit of lag time. So that's the exclamation point. Flip for it. Liv, do you want to hit the button and I'll make it look like you did something?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. That is a no time. The other side is green. It says go time. So that's a little. It's, instead of like it happens or it doesn't happen, it's a little bit more like choose your own adventure. It sort of like chooses a path down our story. Next, Stacy, what's this Mad Lib stuff at the bottom of the screen?
So can people
Yep.
tell Snarf what they want him
Yep,
to say
yep. So
in the
the
chat?
exclamation point Mad Lib,
Okay.
and that'll help
I
Snarf
don't know how it works.
Yep, yep.
But then when we see those up there, there's things that we can incorporate into the story.
Yep, you can see them on there on the bottom of the screen. It says Mad Libs, where we have doorbell, shrooms, and warts. And those are little, those are things from last session. The warts, you'll find out a little bit more about, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah.
And the shrooms, so those were delicious and sentient for sure. Last but certainly not least, if you go to sexyhackers.tv, you can create items and in Snarf's bag of holding. And there's magic items and there's weapons. Right there's Snarf's bag of holding. I'm not going to flip them over for fear that we have seen them before. But yeah, so you can make magic items and weapons by going to sexyhackers.tv, and you can make items there, which is a great way to do that. Also, when you do those kinds of things, when you follow through sexyhackers.tv or you subscribe, you get entered into drawings for cool things like shirts and awesome things like that. Maybe if you're in the Milwaukee area, a ticket to the next live show, which happens. Yeah, do it after. Don't
Yeah, do
leave
it
now.
Don't do it now.
No, don't do it now.
Use the tab function.
Yeah, I use the if you've ever used a computer.
Yeah.
Or use your computer and your phone at the same time.
Oh, I'm your favorite magic item.
Yeah.
Liv? Well
Because
played.
you are not a person, you are an item to me.
Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome.
All right. Cool. Item love. I like that. What is that?
Objectifying.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I was thinking more like there's a condition where people like love inanimate objects.
Oh, yeah.
And marry them
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Being greedy.
Yeah, I watched a documentary about it. It was
Me
crazy.
too.
Wait,
okay.
you married a roller coaster?
Yep.
Oh, the
So
guy
nuts.
who's in love with his car.
And marry the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, besides the point, Nick, are you ready to get into the recap
Yeah,
of
let's
what
do it.
happened on last episode of Snarf's Dungeon?
Previously on No Dice, the capricious, all-powerful entity known only as Snarf sends Captain Cicalia's crew to the treacherous depths of Regal Hollow's potato mines to seek out the Ring of Destiny. Inside, the adventurers take the road less traveled, which is always on the left, after being beckoned by the whispers of a sweet wind. The wind turns quickly into a trap, of course, as they are almost immediately set upon by 3 steam monsters. The steam monsters, or steamies, are quickly dispatched with a combination of grifting illusionist Lavar Lazzaro's magic and 8-foot-tall orc mercenary Braca Bendu's grappling lungs. Lavar chooses this time to tell stories he heard of man-eating tribe of sentient mushrooms that lurk in the depths of this potato mine. Upon hearing of the sentient mushrooms, Cookie, always the culinary curioso, races deeper into the mine, following an acrid stream of potato waste and toxic runoff from the landfill above. The stream takes them to a chamber out of time, where 4 skeletal miners challenge Cookie to make them a meal and be their chef forever. Taking this as a threat, Cookie goes about stirring a treacherous pot of poisoned beans and acrid mine water. Only at the last minute does he realize that one of the skeletons is none other than the remains of Stan Duckworth, original owner of the Ring of Destiny, and saves him from the devastating effects of his cockstick concoction. Duckworth gifts them a magic compass named Alexa to help him find his ring, and his curse broken, disappears into the shadow of the mine. After a ways, following the compass Alexa's direction, they come to a passage lined with the fabled sentient mushrooms. The screams from the mushrooms suffering Cookie's overzealous harvesting awakens the frightful mushroom king and queen, and they send their children of various sizes and proportions and properties to attack the murderous intruders. Captain Cicalia is invigorated by ingesting one mushroom, shrunk by ingesting another, and restored by ingesting a third. Lavar is almost corrupted by mind-controlling molds. The party is saved by Braca, who smashes the king and queen apart with her newly acquired Disco Club of Hits. Behind the kingdom of the sentient mushrooms, Captain Sicalia's crew finds a study similar to the Snarf's, where the portrait of Kelsey Grammer reveals to them that the Ring of Destiny was their friendship all along. And also an actual Ring of Destiny.
Yeah.
Captain Sicalia takes the ring only to find out that it is cursed. Warts start popping up on her arms and tentacles, as they do on everybody there. They now have only 24 hours to return the ring to the finger of the statue of the Duckbirth matriarch in Duckbirth Manor in the cursed town of Land's End by the cliffs of North Face, which hold the dwarven mines of Oshgosh Bagage. Or they are doomed to suffer the same fate as 1 in 4 sexually active Wisconsinites and be covered in warts.
Ooh,
Oh, there's
cutting close to home on that last one there.
Yeah,
especially because there's 6 of us here.
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh no.
You were transported back to the study where you blinked out of existence. You don't know that, but that's happened. And you wake up, and the portrait of Kelsey Grammer is on the mantle there. And
Is it also covered in warts?
no. Come on down. We just got started. We're here on No Dice. Thanks for joining us. This is a D&D improv comedy show here. And we just got into our adventure, our 3rd episode. Thanks for joining us. Big shout out to Several. Several Fair is everywhere. Kelsey Grammer is snoring. He's in his frame snoring. And the dumbwaiter, this very large creature, otherworldly, completely bald, suffers from alopecia, which is a real condition, and just massive creature, standing over you, just smiling and holding mugs of hot cocoa with marshmallows.
I will take one of these, thank you. Thank you much for the
You're welcome.
liquids.
You're welcome. Snarf is very pleased with the work you've done. This isn't any ordinary hot cocoa.
Oh, what is inside of it?
This is the finest cacao from Land's End.
Ooh. But no poison, yes?
No poison.
I drink it.
It has a little bit of mushrooms from the cave.
Used to it at this point.
They will make you feel very good.
Okay. Cool.
Well, cheers to us.
No, you have to bring the cursed ring to the matriarch of Land's End.
here wasting our time drinking cocoa?
Well, usually.
got 24 hours to get that ring.
Fine. If you don't want your cocoa, you can leave.
I will take the other cocos.
I just drank mine.
I'm pretty sure that time is kind of relative when we're in this study. Also, mine looks like a tiny espresso cup in my giant hands.
Yes, absolutely.
You are very large, yes.
So,
That is true.
Cicalia
Big and beautiful.
has imbibed in the hot cocoa, and you, LeVar, have drank cookies and yours.
Yes, I have.
And
Delicious.
and
I do feel good.
Brecca
Thank you.
has drank her tiny shot glass, and the matriarchy of Land's End of the Duckbirth family. Her name happens to be Catherine.
Catherine Duckbirth.
Catherine Duckbirth. Yeah.
Really, she is.
Catherine Duckbirth the First.
Yes.
The Land's End
of the Land's End
Duckbirth.
Duckbirth.
Yes.
Yes. Of the Land's End Duckbirth. And the dumbwaiter says, going to Land's End isn't for the faint of heart. There's a lot of just uptight assholes there.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a highly structured society. You should be well to mind your manners, he says.
Is there a dress code?
Absolutely. The finest flannels
And fleeces.
and fleeces and wet boots, like boots, like that, right? Like boots.
Yes,
that are
we
for-
know. We get your
Yeah,
meaning.
you know what I'm
yes.
saying? Like boots
I
that are
think
like
we
rubber
understand.
boots and shit.
Not moist boots, but boots designed to
For
stop
moisture, yes. Not
Yes.
moist boots,
Not-
yes, exactly.
not- oh, your boots are not wet enough to come.
Well, duck birth, yes, and polos. All the finest thread, triple sewn.
Extra.
Snarf likes that. Snarf likes that
We are
comment.
going to some kind of fuckboy peninsula.
Oh, you don't even know, the dumbwaiter says. It's like, fuck boy, this is where they're made.
Okay, I'm gonna craft myself an illusory double polo, so I may pop one collar
Yes.
and leave the other collar unpopped ceremoniously.
Yeah.
Braca asks the dumbwaiter if he has any fleeces. Do you have any fleeces?
He shakes his hand like this. Yep, there you go. And like, you're all decked out in the finest douche gear.
Cha-ching! Nice.
Braca,
Oh, I hate these pink shorts.
They're pink shorts with octopus on them, like little print octopus print.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
Does each of my tentacles have a leg?
Shooting out of it, sure.
No, like a leg, like a
rubber
pants.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Braca has cut off shorts and has
Fair.
ripped the sleeves off of her.
Already. He's like, already. The dumbwaiter is dumbfounded.
Yeah.
Nice.
So she has a vest that she made herself.
Very nice. No, I was Brian Burning, James.
Oh, good. Sure. Not me.
No, not you. Never you, Brian, but dude.
You all look very good in your accoutrement here, but I just want to point out who has more collars. I am the one with the most collars, which means that I am the highest in the food chain.
Definitely, the dumbwaiter informs you that it's a highly structured society that is a matriarchy. So any show of male dominance is strictly frowned upon,
So I am the highest male.
which it means you're the lowest.
Yes, and generally.
Yeah.
Yes.
So strict matriarchal society, where they definitely do not objectify. Bingo, Mad Lib!
Dun,
Bum,
dun, dun.
bum.
Dun, dun, dun.
We also said warts too, so Snarf, you're slacking on that.
Oh, that's your thing, isn't it?
I don't have it on that anymore. Not anymore. So
More words in chat.
yeah, more words in the chat. Hit the exclamation point Mad Libs, and we'll get more words out there.
We didn't tell them how to flip for it, did we?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
we
Tell
did.
them how to flip for it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Exclamation point flip for it, and it looks like this. Meow. The door opens up, and the dumbwaiter says, "Snarf would like to see you on the road again. Your last time you failed miserably his test to help those lowly merchants. Only Braca had a heart and succeeded to not wear the shit shoes."
Yes, I believe we laughed at them and went past them. We taunted them some, yes?
Yeah, because it sucked to be them.
Yeah, it was. It was better to be us at
Yeah,
that
so
juncture, yes.
We had a cart and a donkey.
Yes. And they did not. Those things were broken for them.
Oh, I still laugh about it thinking it now.
I know. Look at them standing there in the
Yeah,
sun.
they were so old they couldn't take care of themselves.
They need to only perambulate to the nearest town.
Perambulate.
Yes.
Well said.
It is a word that means to walk.
Yes, I know what it means.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, God.
Unlike Snarf. We'll get there. So the door opens up, and the road to Land's End is ahead of you. And the dumbwaiter says, "Snarf would like to see you on the road again. On the
Can't
road
wait to get on the
again. Snarf would like to see you on the road again. Not making fun of people broken on the side of the road. He just can't wait to see you on that road again.
I get on the road.
That's a really good song. Did you just make that up?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Where's that donkey?
Kelsey Grammer wakes up and says, Pokey, Pokey, come on now.
Howdy, everyone. It's so good to see you all again. Walks Pokey, the donkey, with his cart.
Don't we have presents for Pokey? We got him things in the cave, didn't we?
No, that was the badge.
That was the badge.
Oh, the
we should have
badger.
got Pokey some presents.
You
Yeah.
really should have. Y'all didn't get me nothing on your
Oh,
last
Pokey, my friend,
adventure.
Pokey, my friend, I apologize. We were very busy killing the whole civilizations of sentient creatures.
All right, I'll take one of those if you got them.
Oh, I do. Because I have that bag of harvested sentient mushrooms.
You're like, hey, let us out of here! What the fuck?
Pokey likes
Shut
to
up,
snack.
you!
Oh, don't eat us!
So I take one and I smash it real good, so it's good or dead, and then I give it to Pokey. Here you go, buddy.
Oh, thank you. I can taste the sentience.
Does he react at all to that mushroom?
I know I'm a donkey, but I shouldn't say nay, but I did anyway.
Don't let other people tell you what to say, Pokey.
Thanks, Bracken.
After that heartfelt moment between Braca and Pokey, Pokey starts going on his own way.
No, you are supposed to carry us.
Hey, Pokey! Will you
What's
come
that?
on back here and take us to Land's End?
Oh, Land's End. I suppose we could, but well, it's a dangerous path, you know. You gotta go through the forest.
It's just a normal forest?
Well, no, it's a bad forest.
Yes, but
The
what
dark
usually
forest.
there's more descriptors. Just the forest?
The
like
forest of shadow.
Oh shit, that does not sound good.
It's called Jordash.
Jordash.
The
Jordash.
dark woods.
The dark woods of Jordash.
Do we have any mushrooms that will make him grow really big so he can get us there really fast?
I don't know. Let's see if we do. Flip for it. You do, but you don't know which one of the mushrooms that does it.
That last one just kind of made me gassy.
As if
I'm
nothing
gonna
happened
be
to
honest.
him.
Yeah. If you want to, at some point there is one mushroom.
I have one of the mushrooms that makes
Yeah.
you get big.
You have 4 left. Let's just say 4 left.
I've had some of those mushrooms
yeah.
before.
3 of them are gassy ones, and one of them is a big guy.
So one makes you.
So after all that
bigger.
harvesting mushrooms,
So
I just
the-
get
and one
mushrooms that give
makes
you
you-
gas.
Well, the thing about it is, the ones that give you gas, as you flatulate, you become smaller. So it's a way to like regulate how big you are.
Oh no.
Hopefully you can control.
I
Yeah,
recommend
yes,
we go
Lamar?
ask Alice, but I don't
just
think we have
walk.
time for that.
No, Pokey, we only get 24 hours.
Yeah, there's a big clock above your head that it says 23 hours on it.
Oi.
Everyone stop fucking around with our satchels. Let's just go. I did not want to be covered in warts like some disgusting pachinka.
As you say that, there's a big wart that pops on your nose.
Oh, look, it's horrible.
Oh, it is.
Oh no, my beautiful
Yeah, your
charisma
nose
score
sure
will be
is
lowered.
big. Oh, you meant the wart. Right,
Yes.
the wart's not good either.
No, I'm sorry. What are you talking about? My nose?
What? No, nothing. I think it looks great, but I'm a donkey,
Yes,
so.
your face is longer than my dick is long. All right, come on.
There's a lot of things longer than your
So we
dick
just
is long.
going to get along the path.
I'm here. Let's go.
I go.
I'm already in the car. I'm like, let's go. Come on.
Like
Pokey
any,
takes off at top
like-
speed, which is about 6 miles an hour.
like
He's
any,
very lugubrious like that.
yes. Oh, lugubrious, bingo,
Dang.
bango. Like any good adventure, it takes at least 10 minutes to just leave. As you go through. Hey-o, Snipple Fritz. Dad. That's what I do. I don't dab, I dad.
Just one-handed dab.
Leona loves it. So, yeah. Damn. Okay, so you're on your way, and Pokey is carrying whom? Who are in the cart? Who's walking alongside?
I'm walking alongside.
Cookies in the cart,
I'm driving the cart.
and
And Baba was riding you.
all right.
So we put Baba
Hello
on.
there, little friend.
And I'm walking aside with all my
I
stuff.
believe last time Mr. Lazaro over here rode in the cart.
Yes, my name is Lavar. Yes, I was riding in the cart. I will ride in the cart again if you will
Sure.
have me. Yes, thank you. I settle down with a nice book. I read I don't know, Bigsby's Tale of Three Cities.
It was the best of times. It was the okay of times. It was the worst of times.
There you go, the triune path. It's part of it.
Yeah. So there's like the optimist
Yeah.
and the realist
And the moderate.
and the
Always in the
moderate,
middle.
yeah,
Always in the
moderate,
middle.
yeah. And the better O'Rourke.
Yep.
right
He's a
in the
good
middle
guy.
there.
You know, he's a good.
Yeah, good guy there. Good guy.
Let's
there.
move. Please, let's move on.
Speaking of Land's End, better O'Rourke. Okay, so you're traveling on Pokies. It's pretty eerie how familiar, almost exactly to a pixel, how similar it is the road to Regal Hollow. It's almost as if like Snarf only has a certain amount of
Backgrounds.
backgrounds. as you walk, it like resets as the screen goes. So it's just kind of like
We keep seeing the same like gun stores and liquor stores.
Like in a Hanna-Barbera episode.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Same bush and tree combo passes over and over.
I've seen these bushes before. I know this shape.
Snarf doesn't care too much for backgrounds.
You'd think we were going in circles, but we ain't.
Nope. Pokey knows the way
knows.
to Land's End. And then what would be up ahead of you but a broken down wagon?
Ah, son of a bitch.
Oh, look at those jerks!
Yeah, look at him. Just like
Can
last
I
time.
reach
still
my
here?
tentacles
Yeah,
around
yes.
and make them shut up?
Yes. Let's see if you shut him up. Let's see if you shut him up again.
You go cheerful out of my mouth!
Eat shit, losers.
Hey, jerks! What's wrong? You got a broken wagon? Sucks to be you!
Well, look who's back over here.
Oh, hey!
Well, hey there, folks. It's
Hi, Linda.
Brecca. It's our old friend, Brecca.
Oh, Brecca's back.
Yeah, it's us, Bill and Jaren, I think, or...
Yep, or
if I
Linda or
remember.
something. I don't know.
It was Sharon.
Their names they're just like the same.
I
doesn't
thought
matter.
Linda was Bill's ex.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
right,
yeah.
Sharon. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my ex.
You know Bill here.
Whoa!
Oh.
Cole Coots.
Uh,
Thank you, Cole Coots.
hey, that
Bits
guy.
and bits 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 and bits. Is that what we're gonna do when bits happen?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna get old, but we can do that.
No, I hope it gets old. Oh, that's Cole Cuts. Bits and bits and bits and bits and bits and bits and cuts and cuts and cuts.
Bits and bits and
Bits
bits. But
and
that's
bits.
copyrighted, so we probably can't.
Well, how many seconds did you just play?
Less than 30.
That's probably good. Less than 30, you're good. Bits and bits, bits and bits, nothing.
Oh, cold cup.
Oh yeah, thank you, Cole Cuts.
That's cool, Cole.
I love it. Oh, Cole Cuts, not Cole Coots.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry.
4 seconds ago. Come on.
I'm sorry
That's
about that.
ice cold.
Thanks for the bits. Hey, speaking of bits, now that we're affiliate, you can show your love by sprinkling some bits our way. If you're a first timer buying bits, it is you get double the amount of bits for your purchase. I feel like I'm on an infomercial right now. Look at this lovely watch that I have. But yeah, if you buy bits for the first time, so if you want to,
Well, that's an amazing value, James.
yes, it is. Thank you, thank you, Cookie. So if you throw $20 down, that gives you 3,000 bits, which are a fake thing. So, Snarf. A total sellout. Yep. Even before I started doing this Snarf, I was a total sellout.
But James, what if I have too much money and I want to spend it on virtual things?
Then go to buy bits and cheer us up in the chat.
Okay,
and,
not the actual website, but yes, you get what we're getting
yes,
at.
hit a tab and go to
Pop the tab.
pop the tab. Dave, what do we do? Tell me.
You go looking in the chat area, somewhere, maybe over here, yes? Or maybe, no, if you are looking at the screen, you're looking at, I'm looking at you, okay? Imagine your screen is a mirror, okay? And I believe this direction normally is the Twitch channel where people are talking. And somewhere up top, there is a little gold thing, little purple happy place. You click on this and spend the monies to make us your monies. We love you, thank you. I'm sorry about this whole thing. Let's move on.
No, I think this should be the rest of the episode. Lamar, it doesn't
LeVar explains Twitch.
Inside the bounding box. Like the whole time.
But don't take my word for it. LeVar. Okay. Yes, there's this broken down. It's Bill and Sharon.
Yeah, Bill and Sharon. That's right.
That's us. Are you
Sure.
gonna help us this time, you a-holes?
Yeah, geez. Last time we almost cursed you with a fun little curse.
Yeah, but we failed just at the last second.
Just at the last second.
Excuse me, what's your problem?
Oh, our cart is broken
Our
down.
card is broken
Obviously.
down.
While they've been talking,
And I have
Braca,
IBS. Sorry, what?
Braca literally just walked over and picked it up exactly the way she did before.
Okay, let's see. And you want to put it back on, the wheel back on, right?
Yeah. Wait, is the wheel not broken anymore?
Smash it again! You smash it again!
jeez.
Oh, jeez, this feel like it's
Look at
just...
that dude. Can't even fix a wheel.
Oh, I know what's happening. That's my cookie. So you're like, this is like deja vu all over the place.
This is just. Oh, man. Well,
Good
unless
thing
you
we
got
got a
some kind
spare wheel in our back.
the back of that
Cart.
cart. Yeah.
Oh, you guys came prepared.
We sure did.
Hey, but thanks for helping us, Braca Bandu.
Yeah.
You're so
Maybe one of
wonderful.
your friends could help us with the spare.
Well, I'll
Oh,
just
I'm very tired and very weak.
Oh, yeah, we can tell you're weak.
Oh, I see where this is going.
You look
Where
like
is
a
it
smart
going?
fellow.
I want to have Cookie climb down because he's the cart driver, so he must know everything about carts.
Oh, I guess so. Well, why don't you then?
Well, why don't you just come over here and take out this spare wheel and put it back on your cart?
Are you doing this?
Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm taking out the spare wheel. I'm also mending the broken wheel. Why don't we make us? We'll just have Cookie mend the broken wheel in case you need spare again, because he knows how to do this.
Okay, and let's flip for it. As you're talking, you're distracted, and you slip on the mud, and it smashes on top of you. Poor Cookie is smashed. Good thing we
He's
have
smashed.
our folding spare in the back there, Sharon.
Oh, yeah, you want me to run? Okay, get that. Sharon runs and flips it open.
Wow, Sharon is strong. She's. Whoa.
Sure.
All right.
yeah.
Let's see if we can call for emergency roadside assistance.
Yeah, I launch a flare in the air. And be
A
like,
flare in the air for roadside assistance. Damn! It just.
Set fire to the car.
I was gonna say that it flies off in the distance and it hits like the thatched roof of a house and it
Yeah.
starts it on fire.
Oh, not again.
Oh, my house is damn
My
it!
house is on fire.
Oh, I'm Jimmy Stewart. Oh shit!
I gotta go to Washington next
Oh shit! Mr. House down.
The prequel, though I'll know.
There's gremlins heading your way. Smash Daddy.
Yeah. I think maybe Bobo can turn himself into a circle and just
Let's
Your
see.
tiny animal companion
yes.
will become a
Form
wagon
into a
wheel.
wheel.
Let's see if
Okay.
Bow Bow can become a wagon
Yes,
wheel
yes.
and hitch up.
Sure.
Of course.
The most absurd one there. The one where we don't just fix it. An animal becomes an inanimate object is good,
I
yes.
feel like Jesse is here.
Jesse is here in
like,
spirit.
in that moment.
Yes.
Okay, so the gremlins start. They're like on their way to work. They're like. Hey, we're gremlins and we're happy. Hopefully we don't get in trouble by getting killed. Hey, I'm a happy gremlin. Got my bindle.
Oh, look, everyone, unassuming gremlins. Perhaps they have treasure?
Let's just forward.
So you want to just try to ignore them?
Move on ahead.
Yeah, move on ahead. The gremlins they just start sniffing in the air like. Ooh, taters. Taters? Fleshy taters? And they look at you and they make just their beady eyes just lock. They lock eyes with LeVar. LeVar, what do you do?
I am not a tater. Hello, I am a human.
Oh yeah!
I say truthfully.
And they're like, not taters?
Not taters.
No.
To the mine then?
To mine.
To the mine. Taters, 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 taters. Here we go. Taters.
Like they're trying to sing like hi ho, but they're so bad at singing, they're just like.
Taters.
Hey, did you guys see how well I smooth talked those bad guys? It was due to my collars.
The last one turns like a shot glance at you and just goes, what did you say?
I was saying that there are many potatoes in the mine. Please. Go
I think this one's full of shit.
They all start.
Shit, 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 shit.
That's it, me.
They come running towards you and they start just grabbing at your legs. Taters, taters,
My legs, I need those.
Meanwhile, Braca just sits there and goes, huh, 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 huh. It's like you're losing a wheel, but it's your leg.
They're trying to eat that out here.
Maybe if you would have helped earlier, we wouldn't even been in this problem altogether.
Yeah. Now,
Okay, Cicalia, what do you do?
How many are there? How many?
4.
I've got more tentacles than that, so I can choke each one of them.
Okay, so you're doing tentacle choke out. You're gonna choke out these gremmies.
Yep.
These gremmies.
But there's 4 of them.
You
so
grab
you have
them?
to do it 4 times.
You grab them, but they're all they're slick with like oil.
Ew.
Why?
I don't know.
It helps them get in the mine, the little
Yeah, it helps them get to the
crevices.
nooks and
Yeah.
crannies. Fine. Thank you, Liv.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Liv.
You're
1,000 snarfits to Liv.
Yes!
Just
Look
because.
at Gryffindor.
Yeah. I'm Gandalf the Grey, and 1,000 points to Star Trek.
That's too real.
That's funny.
That's a great meme of Jean-Luc Picard.
I love when they fuck up.
Yeah, that's so good. Okay, so Liv gets 1,000 snarfits. You can
Braca
buy-
does?
No, Liv.
Oh, okay. I'll write it out here.
so the gremlins start biting your tentacles then, right?
Yeah, they start biting and then they're like their little oily bodies. Cookie, what do you do?
Have I managed to get out from under the wheel yet?
Yes.
Okay, so I take that wheel and then I just kind of bowl for gremlins with the wheel
Ooh.
to knock them all off.
Okay. Encounter. Whoa! Whoa!
Ah, okay.
Yeah! That was good. That pregnant pause was real pregnant.
Real
Speaking of
9
pregnant,
months,
one of the
pregnant
gremlins
pause.
was pregnant.
Oh, no.
Bonus.
They have no
Extra experience points? 20 more experience points.
That's one more gremlin that won't be bothering us later.
Indeed.
Oh, damn. That's dark.
That's
I would
cold.
say like it's got knocked over.
Was
Just
it
like,
not what you were inferring? We all went there immediately.
that's my bad. Mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. That's.
Does that mean I'm sorry?
Oh,
That's Latin for my fault, my greatest fault. I learned that from my grandfather.
nice.
Was he Latin?
Yep.
Whenever he speaks the language.
Yes. Oh, okay. So you roll this wheel,
Yeah.
knocking them over
Yeah.
and face down into the mud, and they're all like, "This isn't even worth it. This is not even worth it."
Taters.
Bracker, what do you do?
I continue to laugh because the situation is at hand. And I'm like, this is almost as bad. Oh, sorry, I became Santa.
Oh shit! I mean,
This is almost as bad as having shoes that smell like poos. That's what happened to you last time, and that's why it's funny.
burn.
Liv
Braca
burns.
burn.
Braca
It
burns. That
burns,
makes more sense.
burns. The ring of destiny is ring of. As your warts just keep popping up.
Oh, right.
And the gremlins start running towards Lavar again.
No,
Oh, whoop.
not potatoes.
They start trying to bite with their greasy teeth.
There's a lot of greasy things in this.
So they're so greasy it slips on your cape, so blocks them, your sentient cape.
Yes, take this.
Your cape flies, flutters.
Oh, I love that.
And they're like, gold lame!
The fanciest.
Too fancies. Too fancies for us. Bao Bao's turn. What does Bao Bao do? Just because I want to see what Bao
He's
Bao
a
does.
wheel as well.
He's not a wheel anymore. He
Oh,
can
he's
come
not a
off-
wheel anymore?
Well,
Whatever, you can have him be a wheel, it's fine. It's
he
up to
was
you.
a wheel. All right, so they're very greasy. So Bao Bao is going to wash them off so they stop slipping away
How?
with soap.
Okay.
Dummy.
Yeah, you dipshit.
Yeah, you snipple
We're gonna
fritz.
bust out, go to the sink, fill up a bucket, get the little sponge.
This is going to take Bao Bao a couple of turns to just get everything ready.
I'm helping.
And Bao Bao's helping. Bao Bao help Mama. Bao Bao's Mama kisses. Beakies, beakies.
Sorry,
so Bao Bao's
microphone,
helping.
sorry.
Bao Bao's helping. Bao Bao helping. All right. In the chat, if you want these adventurers to do or try anything, hit that pow exclamation point Mad Lib. Let's see if you have any ideas. Last session, the long grapple was just the best thing in the entire world. So the story is not the same without you guys there out on the channel there, the Twitch channel. So
Shout out to all the lurkers out there. But hey, say something.
Yeah, we see you lurkers.
something.
yeah, you lurkers.
Lurking down there.
The lurkers. Okay, so the gremlins are knocked down in the mud. They get up. They miss biting you. Cookie, what do you do?
Okay, so they're going after LeVar again. Well then I take out my mace of mace.
Yes, that's right. Yep.
and
It's basically a pepper grinder.
yeah, it's a pepper grinder, but it's race mace.
Yeah.
And so I start spraying mace in their faces. And they and they're like, hey,
Just say when.
Let's spice things up a bit.
Just say when, gremlins. You know,
Pretty much.
Thank you. Service industry burn. Okay, let's see.
Would you like fresh pepper? Please say no. I forgot.
You spray it in their eyes, and they're like, "Ah, it burns us eyes!" And they start running away, but they're like smashing into each other and bonking each other on the head. And the one that is pregnant gracefully walks away and is totally safe. And fine, and nothing happens to.
Bao Bao's washing her feet.
What if? But he's not even. My eyes, so delicious. So the gremlins run away. Okay. All right.
like that.
Let's see if the pregnant one vows revenge, which you know a pregnant woman would do. The pregnant woman, because Bao Bao is washing her feet, gives blows a little kiss to Bao Bao and says, "Because of you, I will go on my way."
Oh, yay.
I named my little one Bao Bao.
And Bao Bao goes, "Bao Bao like Bao Bao now, Mama. Bao Bao now, Mama too. Bao Bao Mama now.
That's nice.
Papa Mama now.
Bao Bao now, Mama now, Mama." This is fun. Jesus.
Yep.
I just gotta tell you, this is super fun. I feel like this is the most fun I've had all today. No, this is really good. This is great. Thanks to Harry Bone Twitch.
Is it Harry?
It's Harry LB on Twitch.
Harry Pound.
Harry Le Bon Twitch. It's French. Harry Le Bon Twitch. Harry Le Bon Twitch. Yo, I vow revenge on you, Harry Le Bon Twitch. Harry IB on Twitch.
Anyway,
so-
I take my dagger and I viciously stab them in the throats. All the
as
gremlins
the-
that are left.
oh,
Just
gremlins or
viciously.
the- okay.
Just
Damn. Okay. I didn't expect that.
yeah.
Okay. So everyone except for the pregnant gremlin.
She's gone.
Is gone. They're like stabbed in the throats.
And I want to whisper something. This is what you get. You think I'm a potato? Yeah, I'm not a potato.
That's what you're pissed about?
Yeah.
They thought you were a
I'm
potato?
not a potato. Because I have a wart on my nose. He's very vain. Okay.
They just
Probably
laugh at you though as they
Thought
die.
it was like a potato eye or something. Yeah.
Let's see if they actually get a good curse in.
Oh, I have a thing.
They have no magic or witchcraft.
Right, I thought they were pointing out that he's cursed already. They can
Yes,
smell the
yes,
curse
yes,
on
yes, 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 yes. Thank you, Brian.
But they
Brian
tried
Burns.
to curse him too.
Brian
But
Burns.
they didn't.
Yeah, very good flip for it, Harry. Thank you. Okay, so they are dead. Their gremlin blood is mixing with the mud.
Yeah, I'm covered in gremlin blood.
Yeah, it's just like shooting out
screaming,
there. Yeah.
like for no reason.
So because that last session you got your first weapon.
Yeah,
Which
that's
was
what
the
the dagger. I just stabbed him in the throats with.
What kind of dagger was it
It's a
again?
mushroom dagger.
Yeah, mushroom dagger. And it what's the properties of the mushroom dagger?
That's a good question. I don't really remember.
It's super light.
Super
And
light,
it cannot be detected by metal detecting devices.
aka the TSA.
Oh, we forgot about the TSA.
The
Also,
TSA.
it smells kind of funky.
Yeah, which is the Thieves of the Shadows Association. Thieves of the Shadows Association. That's the TSA. TSA. Yep. Okay.
I heard that the TSA is on the Road of Shadows.
When you
we
say
have to hide these
TSA,
bodies.
an ill wind blows when you say TSA.
The sour sweet wind.
So Sharon and Bill are gone,
Oh.
and there's just like a note on the ground from them. And when you open it, it just says, "If you don't learn your lesson, it'll keep repeating itself until you learn it."
But we tried. I mean, everyone except
Not at
me
first.
tried. Everyone except me tried.
And as you do this, like the world like flips upside down, and as you
It
like,
was flat.
yeah, well, like almost like the table is turned, like something. And what was once a nice, bright, sunny day is now just like a shadowy, murky.
As we've
path.
been walking,
Yeah,
or
as,
like
you, as
we
you
were
walk,
here.
as you walk, like the ground is flat and it like
Okay.
switches. And now you are on the road of shadows. You're on the road of shadows.
How much time is clicking on a clock still?
Now you are at, it was at 23
Yeah.
hours, now it's 20 hours.
Oy.
So this,
We spent 3 hours fucking around with government and
Yeah.
trying to help those old thugs. This is why we don't help people.
time
It's
is
a waste of
relative.
But if we didn't, we'd still be doing it.
Well said.
Well, we could have just ignored them and gone all the way.
As we're bickering, we are walking. I want to say that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a given. You're always moving forward, never
Cool,
backwards.
cool, cool.
Oy.
Pokey's still here.
Pokey
Pokey
is,
sounds different in the shadow
Yeah.
forest.
Pokey is just like freaking weird.
It's like that Zelda where you go to
You
the
know,
shadows.
yeah, or like the
Twilight Princess.
SpongeBob SquarePants when he's like his face is all smushed and they're like all the letters is all crazy and it's like,
Thanks, Abraham.
We're down in the forest.
hey, Savro Fair is everywhere.
Dropping bits.
Dropping bits,
Dropping
bits and
bits.
bits and 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 bits.
Bits and bits. Oh.
Yeah.
Next time.
So up
Keep dabbing until it's not cool anymore, guys.
Yeah, man, I've been waiting years.
Too late.
So tired. Oh, my arms.
We're on the road, but
On
not
the
in
road.
the woods yet.
a big sign, right, maybe like 100 feet away, it says the Dark Woods. Jordash,
Jordash.
the Dark Woods. And hanging below it are a pair of dark jeans.
Under the sign.
Yeah, Jordash.
Braca can't read, but she takes the sign.
Yeah, just a pair of jeans.
She's just gonna take the whole thing.
The whole sign?
The whole sign.
Yep.
Whole giant sign? Alright.
I like
Next
to-
time we run into that,
Where are
next
you
time we run into that couple, I'm gonna have this sign and I'm gonna make it into a wheel when I break the first one.
Where are you gonna put this huge sign?
On my huge back.
Okay, let's see if you can put it. Oh yeah! Of course you could.
So you've got a giant. How big is this sign?
It's huge. It's like one of those
like a
big ass
billboard, like
billboards.
a-
Oh, I didn't know it was a big ass billboard. Still on my giant back because the coin said it.
Going to
It's
fade,
like one of
never
those like
lies.
welcome to kind of sign. Here's this big.
But there's pants on it?
yeah.
There were just pants hanging off.
Yeah. So it's like this sort of. Yeah, and then there's a pair of Jordash.
So were they Braca-sized Jordash if they were a big sign?
Sure.
Now you have new
Yes.
jeans.
Yeah, you got new jeans.
These jeans are on fleek.
I don't think you know.
Can we flip to see if the jeans are on fleek?
Let's see if they are on fleek.
Yeah, flip for fleek.
Yes! Braca would know. Braca would know.
They are on fleek.
They are on
God
fleek.
damn it. Okay.
You gotta be careful now, says Pokey.
Okay.
Wasted
gotta
so
be
much
careful.
time.
So now up ahead, you see the cart. You see that very familiar cart, but this time it is being beset by shadowy figures.
Oh,
What do you do?
perhaps a scenario in which I can actually be of use. I'm not very good at mechanicals.
Can you do lights?
Yes, I am an illusionist. Is what I do. I'm gonna do this cool, like I'm gonna make my hands all crazy. I'm gonna be doing all this, you know? I'm gonna be doing all this. I'm gonna be doing all this with my magics. You know? I'm gonna shoot like a light at all the bad guys. Rapid fire.
That's nice.
Whoa! I did too many. I did too many. I sucked
So you shoot light at these shadowy figures. I love it. They scurry and run away.
Yes, big on, get out of here, you disgusting
and like
little
a
things.
it's like a as if Sharon and Bill have like merged forms.
Oh.
And like it's weird like parts of each of them is
Okay.
like on them. So like Bill has like the hair of Sharon and the hands of Sharon and the hips of Sharon. And like but like Sharon has like the beard and like the weird like legs of it's like this weird nasty crazy yeah.
Thanks, Cold Cuts. I appreciate it. Deep cut Final Fantasy VII. Hell yeah.
Big shout out Cold Cuts. So they're like, oh, we've been saved.
Hello, nightmare creature. I mean, friends.
Yeah, finally, here you are.
What's good to see you here?
You finally learned your lesson. And it blinks out of existence. They are no longer there. These shadowy creatures that came to you now begin to circle you.
Come and get it. There's a lot more where that came from. I have like 70% battery on this phone. I will do it all night.
Braca takes off her scarf, which is the glowy blanket, and like a troubadour is flipping it at them, like, bring it! I'm ready to do this all day.
You hear tweeting like sparrows almost, and these shadows are. You realize that they are not adult size. Yeah.
Not more than
That is very true. That is true.
All right, let's see if the battery is at 70% or not, Harry. Oh yeah! It is. There's more where that came from. The birds are looking in and they say, the sparrows will tell all. Ooh. And they like take the shape of sparrows, shadows, sparrows, and they fly away towards the dark woods. Yeah, and you get a sense that not the best situation. As the clock reads above you, 18 hours now. Time is weird in
Is it descending?
Yep.
Yeah, we only have 18 hours left.
Yeah, just making sure it's not ascending.
It's descending.
Okay.
Descending.
It's descending.
Duh.
Duh.
Sending.
And so it's descending. Now 2 hours have gone by in that short amount of time.
We gotta get out of this underdog.
Yeah.
Underdog?
This underdog.
It's like when you like push a kid under the swing and you go underneath him, an underdog.
No, it's underdog. I'm saying
know.
underdog with my accent.
I know,
It's
but
called voice work, James.
okay, thanks a lot.
Hashtag Dick Burr.
Hashtag. Okay, wait. So these sparrows leave you. The dark wood is up ahead.
Goodbye. Goodbye, creatures of darkness.
I guess we better keep going into the forest.
Yes, Pokey, are you okay?
I'm just fine. How are you?
You seem weird. You seem everything is mixed up.
Well, that's what happens when you're in the Jordash, the dark.
I feel bad that I found little of these woods before we entered.
Braca, without saying anything, just takes off as fast as possible.
Oh shit.
Just running.
Yeah,
Like
down,
mad
like
ass.
forward,
Yeah.
not running away, but just like
I know.
trying to get out.
I got what you're saying.
Okay, cool.
I'm picking up what you cool.
Thanks.
Yeah. So you start running, and you realize.
I kick Pokey into as high a gear as possible.
Yep. Okay. So there.
Yeah!
You guys are all running, and you see in amongst the trees shadows, different sized shadow birds. Some are sparrows, some are ravens, some are harriers.
Harriers.
Yep, I can read. And they're more and more frequent. And you're probably about the middle of the wood now. You're just running full bore. And you come to an opening, a circular opening there. There's one large black tree with heavy purple fruit on it. And then as you rush in to the woods, behind you the trees sort of close up, and the opening behind you is gone. There's only the opening beyond the tree. As these shadow birds begin to line the branches and the twigs
Of the big tree with the purple fruit?
yeah, and all around you, like the big circular space with the tree in the middle.
Are they on the tree in the middle, or are they surrounding us in the...
Both.
Oh, okay.
One large one, huge, a big bird, if you will.
Is it yellow?
Nope, it is dark as night. Black as night. It starts speaking to you in hushed tones.
Welcome. You have come. You have come to find Land's End.
Yeah? Yeah?
You may pass. If you are unarmed, you must let us seek all your possessions.
Well, I'm already wearing a vest.
Your weapons, your magical items. We must search. Only then can you pass through. We protect the folks, the good folks at Land's End, you see.
A certain kind of people live in Land's End.
Right.
Yeah, uptight assholes. That's what I.
Manners.
That's just what I was told. I'm just parroting.
You're lucky you're a woman.
All right.
They have a warrant.
And then they look in their papers, Snipple Fritz, and see if they have a warrant.
Oh yeah!
The warrant. Oh, for the 4 adventurers, the 2 women, and the evil men.
Yeah, that sounds
Yes,
right.
that is us.
It's about right.
Yeah, we apologize. We retroactively apologize.
Retroactively apologize.
And in advance, we apologize for whatever we will do.
Right, well, I ain't got no weapons on me. I mean, I guess I'll surrender this year mace of Mason, and but all I got are these poison beans and these magic beans, and then maybe but then all I got left is my skillet and this boning knife, which ain't no weapon, it's just for cooking.
All of it at the tree.
All of it.
You
Recombobulation.
You want to deprive an old dwarf of his one happiness of his
We
cooking
would.
skillet?
Put it down or die.
It looks kind of cheap anyway, like you got it at Kmart or something.
Burn!
The village
Burn!
of Kmart.
Come on!
Quality items at the village commode.
So these TSA agents, I have asked you to take out off your belt, anything metal to put at the tree of recombobulation.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, I have a question.
I removed my amulet of Despacito unhappily and place it in front of the tray that they hold.
Yep, there's a big opening.
Here is my amulet.
I wanted you to
Opening
go
there, yeah.
through the full body scanner, because everybody else wants to go through it, because they don't want anybody looking at their wiener.
Yeah, I want you to wand me. You may wand me.
You can go ahead and look at anything that Cookie's got.
All right, very good, gentlemen. You've talked enough. Yes, Stacy.
While they're being distracted by these guys.
Yes.
being
Let's see
idiots,
if they are extracted. I want to see if they are, which they probably are. They are very good. There's a lot of them.
Like hawks.
They are not distracted at all.
What I would like to do
Yes,
is
in a perfect
my
world.
only real weapon is a sickle.
Yeah.
I want to give it to Bow Wow and let Bow Wow kind of sneak around the outside and take it out.
Okay, so you want to have Bow Wow like keister your sickle?
I could wrap himself around it. He could.
I want him to try to sneak it in, so I'm like, oh, it was this map.
Okay, so let's see if Bow Wow makes it all the way around. That bird swoop down and pick up Bow Wow.
Oh no.
Oh, creature! Creature!
And he's male.
Yeah, Bow Wow's male too.
Yeah.
And they put him in a holding tank.
No.
In a jar, really. He could
Yeah.
probably fit in a little jar.
Yeah,
Squish him in a little
yeah, in a little jar.
Anything that starts with speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. So
Sorry.
it's really tiny. Yeah. And then the big bird puts it in a necklace around his neck. So now he's wearing Bow Bow around his neck, almost as a trophy.
Oh no!
Evil woman too. Evil women.
Try to deceive us.
Yikes.
Try to deceive us.
That was.
Deceivers. You are not worthy for land's end. As warts just begin to like multiply on your body. The clock above you says 14 hours now.
Dang.
It's a weird clock.
You are evil, but if you have gold, we will let you through.
Madeline! Bingo, bango.
Oh, wait, all it took was a bribe?
Yeah, wait a second.
Well, and all your items. We're confiscating those.
Yes, all right.
Will I get my items back?
Sure.
I'm not really convinced. Also, I'm pretty sure you are both men, and that means that you have to do what I say. That's my understanding of Len's End.
We're the TSA. We do whatever the fuck we want.
But they're like, but she's got a point. The point is true. Let's see if it sways. Oh yeah! She's right. It says here on the warrant. Welcome, incompatible avocado.
Oh,
Weird.
I love it.
Weird. Okay, so they let Braca through, and they do not check Braca anymore. Getting through there, and let's see if you set off any alarms there, Lamar, as you go
I
through.
do not think I do.
You do not. So you walk right through it.
Excuse me.
All right. Cookie has put all his things out there, so he's good. He walks right through, no problem.
Can I steal some of those pagan purple fruits?
Let's see if you can. I don't know. Probably. No, you can't. And they just peck at your hands, and it's like, yeah. All those sparrows. You know, like how sparrows like will attack a hawk or whatever, like a bird of prey. They like all like go on you. And Cicalia, you put you know all your stuff is confiscated, so you are able to walk through. And as you walk through the TSA there, you feel a little bit like, oh no, where's the ring?
The ring? Oh. And Bow Bow. Isn't Bow Bow still on?
Bow Bow had the ring, and Bow Bow's around the neck of the big bird TSA.
Did Bow Wow have the ring?
Do you know who had the ring? We'll find out after the intermission. Who had the
space.
Yeah. Space! Whoa! And intermission! Party time. We will be back after a quick 10 minutes. Well, it can't be quick because it's just 10 minutes Whatever.
Mr.
If you're in the land of Generica, it'll be very quick.
Yeah.
Because the clock is crazy.
Going real fast.
We will be back in 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Use the restroom. I know I will.
Yep, me too.
See
Same
you-
time.
In 10 minutes.
It's a
When are we out? When are we out? When, oh, here we go. Yep, 10-minute break. If anybody's out there watching, the more you interact with the chat, the better the game is for us.
And for you.
And for you. You have a lot of control over what we're doing here and how we're playing the game. So we've had a lot of awesome shout outs there. Harry had some pretty great ones. CBN has some good stuff there too. So get that up. A big shout out to several. Our biggest bit contributor, for 200 bits. That's a lot of bits.
Whoa.
A lot of bits.
Shaving a haircut is only 2, and we got 200.
We see you, Cole. Though you're doing good, man. I appreciate.
Thank you, Cole Cuts out there rocking it.
I miss my dad.
We got
So, if anybody are watching out there who have Amazon Prime, go. You can hit the tab there, get another browser out. Go to twitch.tv/sexyhackers, and you can subscribe, and it'll say, pay with a credit card or Amazon. What?
Prime.
That's not. I will look right at you. Close up on me, please. If we can get a close up.
Oh,
That's very
he
good.
wants the piano.
That's pretty close.
He's getting some of that too.
Yeah.
Enjoy that, a Paco Clock.
Oh, no.
Yeah, now we're in your living room or wherever you're.
It's not enough for pocket clock. Mas. All right, Cicalia, that's enough. So if you're a Prime, Amazon Prime user, you can go there to twitch.tv/sexyhackers and click subscribe, and it'll show up. It'll say Amazon Prime. You can click that, and that supports what we're doing. What we're doing is not free. So we put a lot of time and energy and money into this. So if you want to support what we're doing and see more of this, please think about subscribing. How the game is played. This is No Dice on sexyhackers.tv. There's a couple of things. You can type in the chat, !flip for it, and then you get one of these babies. I feel like it's always no time whenever I do the explanation. You didn't miss all the things, Paco Clock. Don't worry, we're going through. We'll recap before we move on to the next part. So that's flip for it. In the thread there, it's good to put like what you want the flip to be, because that helps us for sure. Oh man, this is good. This is like real time. This is like fun. Damn, this is good. Like I know it sounds like fake, but it is so genuine. I love this stuff. It's so
It is
great.
a lot like fun.
It is fun.
It's like fun, yes. It's
Excellent.
fun. We are having fun.
One thing I learned very early on is like, especially for No Dice, if you're kind of like, because you can play with people and they can kind of be shit gamers, and they kind of are snarky and they like are shitty about stuff and things like that. Like, but being positive and fun is always more enjoyable than being shitty. So
It's pretty much anything.
this is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm agreed.
Except for like debate in high school.
Yeah, or like if you're in like a roast.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, roasted. So you can also !Mad Libs. You can throw words up there that we can use during the game. Right now we got woodpecker, we got bribe, gold. So you can use that. Also, you can hit a tab on your browser there, and you can make items, magic items. We haven't had anything. We might get something closer to Land's End. So for you out there playing, those are ways that you can contribute and interact. You can also just chat in the chat. Thank you. Thanks, Snarf.
Is someone
Snarf wants to see a wedding.
We gotta stop that wedding.
Oh,
Bill and Sharon are at it again.
So Apoco Clock. So what has happened is the adventurers have been moved on their way by taking this ring of destiny that was cursed. It gave them warts. They have to go to Land's End. To go to the matriarch of the Duckbirth family to put the ring on her finger, the statue of the Catherine Duckbirth I, in order to relieve the curse of the warts. They've met up with Sharon and Bill, classic Sharon and Bill action there. They finally classic Sharon and Bill stuck on the side of the road. Couple of AAA owners. And finally, LeVar learned his lesson, and he finally helped them. They were moved on to TSA, the Thieves of the Shadowed Association, where they everything except for the mushroom knife. You still have on you, LeVar, and a couple of other inconsequential items.
The giant sign that Braca is wearing.
Yeah, the giant sign. It's not metal, so.
Yeah, they're just like, all right.
So I have my bag of mushrooms, magic mushrooms.
You have your bag of mushrooms, but you
I
put your
had
beans
everything.
out there.
I did put my beans out there.
Hey, you put your beans out there.
I put all my beans out there.
Hey, sometimes it's brave. It's brave to put your beans out there.
Sometimes you gotta put the beans out.
Yeah. You want to get something. Lots of mushroom themes items. I dig it. Boom. 1,000 snarfets to you, Apoco Clock.
And they could detect most of your metal items.
Most of the metal items.
Not the dagger.
But not the mushroom dagger.
Because they didn't use a woodpecker.
Jesus Christ. Moving on. So they got past the screening, the TSA screening. They got past the TSA screening, and they look back and they were like, "Oh shit, where's the ring of destiny?" So that's where we're at right now. Well, what do we do?
Well, they're just teasing. So, Cookie's real mad now, because they just up and stole the ring. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach into my bag, and I'm gonna eat a mushroom and see if it makes me big.
All right, let's see if it makes you big. I give you just a lot of gas, flatulence. So Bao Bao is in this little urn, this little jar around the neck. Oh, sorry about that, Snarf. Is around the neck of Big Bird, and he tries to escape. Bao Bao tries to escape. He doesn't. There's this sort of magical incantation around the seal of the cork. And looking at it. Thank you, Twitch Prime CBN. The coin flip noise is probably 400% louder than all things. That is true, Pocket Clock. You can just turn down on your settings for, there's a thing that says coin sound. And that's not a real thing at all.
That's not a thing.
Maybe
We will
Hey,
adjust
Story
it
Lord,
there.
welcome back, Story Lord.
Are you wearing huge shoulder pads? I hope you are.
Because the 80s?
Because the Story Lords.
Oh, okay, right.
Deep cut.
All right, so I have a rough idea of what I might want to do. I'm not sure about everyone else here, but being the sneaky wizard type, I usually have a sneaky card up my sleeve or two. I become invisible. But before I do that, I yell something that's really irritating and loud. I yell like, "Invisible! Invisible!" And then I become invisible. Like,
Yep. Let's see how invisible.
I'm here now. I'm still here, but you cannot see me so well.
Oh yeah! So
I'm very invisible.
And summons a bear.
It is successful, and he becomes invisible. But let's see if a bear appears in his place.
Yes.
Like he disappears, but a bear.
Oh shit.
Flip it. Let's see. No bear appears. No bear appears. Damn,
Dad!
Harry, you're super funny.
So he disappears. Cookie's just sitting there with gas.
Cookie, and then Bob was like trying to get out, but he can't.
And the birds are all just watching.
The birds
this,
are all like twitching at their heads.
I quickly run back and I just snatch. I snatch Bao Bao off that bird's chain like I'm a guy who hates a rapper, and I just like ran on stage and was like, "Forget you, 50 Cent. Give me that.
Yeah.
Give me your chain."
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna grab this chain off that big bird.
That's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
I'm invisible. You can't stop me. Not strong enough.
You're not strong enough to pull it off. You're grappling, and the big bird goes. He's like getting choked by this. Fuck. Okay, so Kalia, what do you do?
So are they're just trying to lead us in?
Yeah, but you don't have the Ring of Destiny, which is like which is the objective, return the Ring of Destiny to Land's Inn.
My question is, are they all with us, leading us in? Can we just pretend that we are following them in and like
They are
lure
back.
them
No,
into
no,
it?
like they're back.
They're not gonna come with us.
No, they're not coming
Okay.
with you. They're like
They're the
they're like
checkpoint.
TSA agents. They're making sure that nobody comes in with any contraband.
Can I search the area to see if there's any sort of secret
Sure.
levers?
Like
or
secret
some-
levers?
Because the last time we did not search for a secret damn
That-
leather.
It wasn't
Or a
really
door handle.
No, it wasn't a secret lever. It was just a door handle.
So is there anything obviously in the room that we haven't looked for? Can we search the area of anything useful?
Okay.
Is there anything useful?
Let's see if
in
there's
here?
anything Let's see anything
All right,
useful.
see if this coin noise is.
That's good. No, there's nothing
nothing
useful for
useful.
you. So sorry about that.
All right.
In the eternal words of James Bolin, sorry about that.
How about that?
Bolin burn.
Oh.
Fuck off, all of you. This is my game. I made it.
So I'm just yanking.
You're yanking this guy's
Exactly.
chain.
Yeah,
Literally.
Well, so all the
Brecca.
sparrows start attacking.
Yeah, sparrows start
flirting
attacking and
because
flying
they
around.
can tell something's up. They're
Yeah.
thieves. They know what's
Yeah,
up.
Brecca, what you got? What
So,
you got?
Brecca does a quick assessment of all of her items and realizes they're made out of bone or wood.
Oh, nice.
That's right, little sister,
Yeah.
big sister's been
Yeah, boner wood.
So she, instead of using the disco club, she will pull out Big Sister. And she's gonna just try to intimidate to start.
Just
So-
intimidate?
So they're flirting, and she's like, "Hey, listen up, birds! Booyah!" I'm adding that.
She says, "Booyah!"
Booyah! As the largest woman in this clearing, I declare that you give us back her child, because if there's any sort of bond that is more important than sisterhood, it's motherhood.
Okay, can I just say, thank you, Liv, for understanding my direction towards having a matriarchy and playing up feminism. I just gotta say that. Thank you for the only one who's actually paying attention to that little low-key note, aka the highest key I could ever fucking make it. It's a high C, and thank you. Okay, if this is a fail, I'm just gonna make it a succeed. It succeeds!
Yay! No, it doesn't fail.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you know.
That'd be weird. That would be weird. I don't like the. I don't like the. But fantastic. So you're yelling that out, and they're all like, the birds start leaving their roosts there, and they're flying down at your feet.
Harry's got this here. He wants to flip and see if while Brecca is attempting to intimidate the agents, she trips and her weapon knocks out a TSA agent.
Dang, nice. Thank you, Harry, for that novel.
She tripped.
Okay, here we go. Does not hit one of the TS agents. But the birds start flocking towards Brecca. They recognize a strong feminine energy.
Yeah.
And they're like, Mercury maybe is in retrograde, but that doesn't matter because I want to follow this Venus. Am I right? That's the thing, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Probably.
Thank you. Astrology is a feminist thing. Yep.
Oh, the favorite of Snarf.
Astrology is a feminist thing.
Says, yes.
Nice tarot card.
Yes.
birds of a feather.
Oh,
Thanks, Dad.
Well said.
Pun Snarflets there. Just
Yeah, pun snarflets, 1,000 pun snarflets. Here it is. Okay, so they start following, and back to LeVar. What are you going to do?
I'm invisible! You cannot hurt me!
Let's see if you are still invisible as you say that.
Does that mean he cannot be hurt though?
He cannot, yeah, he can be hurt.
It is much harder to hurt me, to be more accurate of my phrasings.
It doesn't help that you're talking.
Yeah, they can hear you
I
talk.
kick him in the chest.
You kick him in the chest?
Kick the bird in the chest.
Yeah. You kick him, but it's like, you're so weak, dude.
I am very weak.
Yeah, and it just like, the shadow like moves.
Shatters my femur.
Yeah. No, the shadow moves, and you lose hold of the necklace.
And I fell on the ground. Ow!
Yes. You're like,
Ow. I
"Oh."
let out a nerdy wail.
Yeah. Cookie,
More like
Cookie, what do you do?
Now, seeing as time's a wasting, I would like to try another mushroom, but there's no time. So I am super gassy right now, yes?
Yeah, you're flatulent.
Yeah, I'm very flatulent. So what I do is I strike a match from my matches.
Absolutely.
And then I bend over towards the big shadow bird and I light one of my gases into a flamethrower to burn it.
I really want this to work.
Me too.
Fire thrower.
Fart thrower.
What is with that coin?
You just
Put it in
send
jail.
your butt hairs.
Oh, my butt hairs!
Yeah,
I'm keeping my butt warm!
As you like, it's like a cartoon, like hopping around as his butt's on fire.
Just sit in some water.
I'm like Bilbo from The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Oh, extinguish me! And I'm running around in circles.
That was so erotic.
I think
extinguish me!
Oh, yeah. The crevice.
Okay, I think we're at Cicalia. Yeah, Cicalia.
So we need to get the Bow Bow back.
You need to get the bow.
Wow.
Could I just like, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna play the woman cry. I'm gonna cry for my baby. Please.
Oh my God. Okay. Damn. Wait, what? Can you just repeat what you say you're gonna do?
I'm gonna play the crybaby card.
The cry baby card. Because it ain't no lie, baby. Cry, baby, cry, cry, cry. The big bird genuflects towards you and says, I cannot go between a mother and its child.
Do that.
And it releases Bow Bow to you with the ring along one of his tentacles. And they say, we will accompany you to Land's End.
Land's End.
The-
Flutter around you and lift them up with their wings.
Yeah.
Could you ask us to get our stuff back?
They still have all their
We
stuff.
still got all my stuff.
Do you?
Are we gonna go back through the TSA
I'm
on
not gonna
our
ask
way
you
home?
to say no to me.
No, yeah. So Cookie asks you if you can.
I'm
play.
asking you if you could ask them to give me my stuff back.
You don't have to do it.
But the ode to Skillet is playing.
Yeah.
Is that the name of it?
Please, brave TSA agents, would you give my cookies things back so
So
we
you
can
want to
make
play
a
the
dinner?
cry card again?
I'm just continuing with
Okay,
the
you
pattern.
continue in the
I'm-
cry, 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 cry. No, they're like, that's enough. Okay, tears.
Clearly,
tears.
the first one was genuine.
Yeah, this one's fake.
You just want to
So they
stop.
do not
He
give you
clearly
back
just
your stuff.
whispered in my ear and
They
I
do
started
not.
to pretend to cry.
Yeah, they do not give you back your stuff. So you make your way towards Land's End. Land's End is a very fancy, highfalutin area. Houses are pristine, beautiful. They look nice, all that kind of good stuff. And there is like people all sort of look the same. It's not a very diverse place. That is very true. Yeah. The skillet of returning. That's super funny.
That's the wisdom that comes from the bottle.
Really? Okay. All right, Snarf. Let's see if LeVar becomes.
By his cousin, LeVar Burke.
Yeah, his cousin LeVar Burton. That's it.
Yes. The last name is different.
Thank God! All hail Snarf! Snarf is God! All hail Snarf!
I wave away all the butterflies in the sky.
Yeah, because you can fly twice as high as those.
Yeah.
Stupid butterflies.
Although he's always taking a look in a book.
Yeah.
Reading that rainbow.
Come on, people.
A gentleman approaches you once you get to Land's End. He says, hello, my friends. Welcome to Land's End. I am Shlomi.
Oh, great French.
Oh, what? What is French? I am from Land's End. I am here to make sure your journey is a preferable one, and you enjoy yourselves and obeys the rules, because if you do not, you will not enjoy it.
Are you threatening me?
Of course not, madam. Of
Is
course
that a
I
man?
would
Okay.
never. I would never dream of it. But you know.
Well, then please just skip the mansplaining.
Okay.
Let's see if he actually stops the mansplaining. No, of course not.
It's very hard to
like
stop
real
once you
life.
begin.
Once the splain comes, it's hard to stop.
I am simply telling you what the rules are, so you may enjoy your stay and not offend the masters of this realm. When I say masters, don't put a masculine spin on that. That's just what we call them, but they are all women. So deal with that.
Thank you.
Yeah. In Land's End, it's highly like everybody's like wearing sort of like matching clothing, and it ascribes to different class of people. It's a highly structured society, very rigid.
Thanks, Harry.
Thanks,
Bye.
Harry. Thank you.
Harry.
Goodbye, Harry.
Arish,
I miss you already.
That was French for I miss you. So there's different colors, right? And the highest class of people are all dressed in white. Tan,
Typical.
khaki, white clothing. And so you're looking for the upper crest. the darker the hue, the darker the tone of the color of their clothing, the less affable they are. Because the lighter the clothing, the less amount of work they have to do, right? Then the dirt, that they don't have to hide dirt and all that kind of stuff, right? So like dark blues and greens and blacks and things like that, that's the working class of Land's End. And by working class, I mean like the financial district.
Lower middle class.
Yes, it's just upper middle class, really, if you know
Oh,
me.
sorry.
The people who live in the North Face, they are the lowest of the low. They ascribe. It's kind of inverse, like in the suburbs now, like that like living in the suburbs is like a big thing here. Living in the suburbs in REI, which is a neighborhood out there, and North Face, it's really not like.
It is indeed protected by an Old Navy story lore.
Yes, it is. Yes. There's a very Old Navy there. And
Yep.
in this,
Yep.
the rival town, the town that the city that Land's End rivals with is called LL Bean. LL Bean is old money. Land's End is new money. Yes, they do patrol the gap. Thank you.
And you've had the team, of course, Earl Bean. I say Earl Bean.
Earl Bean.
Speaking of the LL Bean family, of course.
Yes, and they are the most wealthy. So new money in Land's End, and then old money in El Bean, if you will.
We have lots of beans.
People who live in Jordache, in the woods of Jordache, they're just like almost like they have leprosy. They're just like they can't even come in to the city. They have to stay on the outskirts there. But they can get you really good stuff. REI, the town of REI is a highly religious society. There's a religious order, and REI stands for the righteous. Or some say religious, but they call themselves the Righteous Elf Institution. So the REI they are elves.
I don't like elves.
Yeah, I figured as much, Cookie. But Land's End is only humans in Land's End. So Cicalia and Braca, the only thing that's saving you right now is that you are female. If you were not female, you would be thrown in prison. It is a very xenophobic society, extremely xenophobic.
Technically, I'm human.
Half of you, yes, half of you is human. They give you weird looks as you go around in the city. LeVar,
LeVar uses his magics to rapidly grow a pair of breasts.
Let's see how delicious they are.
Oh yeah! Fine.
So you, they're laden. They are laden. So you change your gender?
Yes.
You try to illusion your gender.
I am passing.
Passing.
Yes.
Yes, I know what you're saying. I get
Does the goatee stay on though?
The goatee stays.
But they're like, you are.
It's pretty progressive.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, okay.
If I can finish the sentence. Yes,
What a
I am.
handsome woman you are, madam.
Hey, Brian, Nick, and Stacy. It's a feminine goatee. Thank you.
Hello,
Freezer
Frank
Troll. Hello, Freezer Troll.
Free.
Any of you out there who have not yet done it, a follow goes a long way. Subscribe goes even longer. And keep holding on to your microphone is even better, says Nick.
Also, Freezer Troll, it's nice to meet you. I'm Liv.
Let's live.
And I'm James.
Yeah.
And that's Brian, you know Brian. And this
And
is
Dave.
Lane
We'll
here.
be friends later.
So, as you walk through the streets, through the streets, people give you weird side glances and they talk amongst themselves. What do you guys do? You guys are trying to find out the matriarchy, right?
Yes.
We need to find the statue of Catherine Duckworth.
Yes. is the
I assume the role.
So do you speak that out loud? Do you speak the name Catherine Duckworth?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
go with that.
I'm fucking flea down. I know where this is going. Super Bowl. Okay, so you say that name and they're all hushed tones. Catherine Duckbird. They know Catherine Duckbird. Thank you. Cookie is a fantastic name.
For a cook.
Okay, so as you walk, there's a huge boulevard, and you look up at the title of the road, and it's Catherine Duckbirth Way.
Hey guys, what does this sign say?
It says, do not wear. Do not wear this. It says, this is not clothing. That's what it says.
Oh my God, that's too ridiculous.
Now, what clothes are we all wearing? What shade of clothes are we?
You're all wearing like you're like
Are we wearing lighter clothes too?
Yeah, you're wearing lighter clothes. Yeah.
Okay, except for me because I fell in the mud.
Yeah,
we also dirty.
no, it's these clothes that the dumbwaiter gave you. They're magic clothes and they clean themselves.
All right, so we're all in lighter clothes, so we look like we're high status, right?
Absolutely. Everybody thinks you guys are the Duckbirds.
All right.
They're like, look, there's the Duckbird.
Yes, with magnificent breasts like this, how could I not be a duckbird?
Is there a lot of interbreeding with the duckbirds? That's why we have an orc and like some tentacles.
Yeah.
Like, they're known for.
No, they think the humans are
okay.
Duckbirds.
Oh,
They
shit,
don't really. They're
You're
like,
just the hairy woman.
they're like, look, there's the Duckbirds like servants. It's strange that they're women servants. Should be the other way around.
Yep, well, so I take the initiative and just start lying. Yeah, out of my way! Duckbirds coming through! That's right, the 3 Duckbird women. I know that these 2 aren't human, but they've been adopted into Duckbird society by the pretty one with the goatee. Out of my way! We're on our way to...
Oh yeah! And they're like, Duckbirth Manor, let us show you. And they take you to Duckbirth Manor.
Quack, quack, pros.
They say this way. Right this way.
How much time is left on the giant clock at this point?
It says 1 hour. Stacey, you're too good. You know me so well. I mean,
Duckbird. Ooh.
whoa! You've been waiting so long.
Just there's a bunch of Duckbirds going around. Make the way clear for all these Duckbirds coming through.
The mines of Ashbash. There are dwarves who are selling this blue clothing. Nobody wants it. It's dark in color.
Rough.
Yeah, it's rough and everything like that. But they're and you see in the harbor the Old Navy there is patrolling. Heyo!
Heyo!
Yes.
Brander, I hardly know her. Is
Peter,
that
hardly
Peter,
know her.
I know. Hey.
Yes.
Hey!
Smurfy? What? Smurfy Brown. Yeah. So they're in Old Navy, and the North Face is a icy mountainous cliff that hangs over there, the Bay of Camart. The Bay of Camart. So dumb, I know. All day.
Yeah.
So up ahead, you see the Duckbirth Manor. There are guards. There are guards there that are standing at the front gates of the Duckbirth Manor. It's a white, shining marble palace. The Duckbirth Manor is.
Are the guards male or female?
They are female.
Okay.
The whole staff is female, and the men are actually are sent off. So that's why you like Stan Duckbirth and the rest of them. They're sent off, and only the female Duckbirths stay in Land's End. I love them. This is a thing he didn't just make up. I like it.
It all comes together.
Ooh, it's got a fine smell to it.
The guards are each named Karen.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking cool.
What are their haircuts like?
They're really long.
Serious.
Ponytails.
Serious ponytails.
Severe ponytails.
Oh no.
Like where it's like spray gel, real
Oh, like tight against your head.
tight ass. Yeah.
And they're wearing short skirts, but long jackets.
Is this your show, Brian?
Yeah.
Is this your show,
Were
Brian?
they once named Kitty?
Yeah, they're named Kitty. They changed it to Karen.
Manager, Madeline manager.
Now it's just a
It's a manager at a Land's End.
short
Yeah.
skirt and a long
Jacket.
Wait. So I walk up to the Karens and ask them if I can speak to their manager. Can I speak to your manager, Karen?
Oh, you mean Karen?
Yes, please.
So they see what looks to be a duck birth, and the gates open. And the marble long walkway up to the. So yeah, they usher you to come in.
So we go in.
I enter.
So you enter.
Excellent.
Now, are we in the courtyard?
Well,
The
manager.
whole manager.
That is correct.
Yes, that is correct. You're in the courtyard there.
All right. Is there a statue of the?
There are no statues. There's only topiary. Topiary.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Enough of this green shit.
Another parody of that song about a horse. Whoa, man. Okay. Pokey is with you still for some reason.
Oh, yes, I'm still here.
Oh, we forgot about you.
Most people do. So
Uh,
you're not alone, I guess.
He's demented now. He's like, the more he, something's wrong. He's like glitching out.
It's glitching.
So the front gate
Like
has.
stuck in a tree right now.
Yeah.
His walk animation is still going. He's standing still.
Welcome, strangers. I'll buy it at a high price.
The background keeps like circling back again through like the same topiary. Snarf has not updated this program in centuries. He's playing the oldies here with the Duckworth Manor. So the door is a very big door, and it has it's the head of a duck.
If you
Like
open
a-
the door, it looks like the duck is giving birth.
That's kind of the point, yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
gross. Okay. I close the door.
The door opens by itself, and there the dumbwaiter is standing.
What?
That was the best response I could have ever imagined. The dumbwaiter says, "You have reached the manor. Well done. Come inside."
Okay.
Okay.
I go inside.
As well.
There is a slender. Gifted a subscription. Whoa!
Now you're trapped forever.
Several gives and several tickets away.
Sugar Daddy Sav, we're gonna call you.
Ooh, sugar sav, baby.
Good old Sugar Sav over here.
Ooh, sugar sav. Gifted sub. Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's weird. Gifted
That's
sub.
interesting.
Gifted
That's
sub, you got-
interesting. I like it. I like that. That's interesting.
If you guys want to gift me a sub, I prefer a 12-inch meatball sub.
Oh!
Sweet like a daddy. Okay.
Okay, so the dumbwaiter like sort of motions you to come in, and there is a very austere woman sitting on a high-backed chair in a white gown, gray hair, in a perfectly placed bun, almost reminiscent of like an old Catherine Hepburn.
Oh.
Yeah, sitting on her chair there, and there's a fireplace, and there is a statue. Knows what's up. And on the table
I
is
see you.
a meatball sub. Just kidding. Just kidding. Hashtag just kidding. So there sits
Stare with the bun.
Yeah.
I think they're talking about the meatball subs.
Which sounds hot?
It's toasted.
He's
Which
talking
one's
about
hot?
the character in
Well,
the game.
or are we talking about the meatball sub and we just have to refer to it as if we're Italian all the time?
At the
Oh,
hot
she.
sub.
No, she's about the sub.
Hot sub.
It's the meatball sub. and she's
Well,
about the
I mean,
hot.
if Savro would gift the sub, then it would be, that's a hot sub.
Anyway, so there's this austere-looking woman. Is it a woman or a
My
statue?
name's Catherine Duckburn.
I think it's a woman.
Yeah. Here.
I'm Catherine Hepburn's ghost, J.K. Duckburn.
Oh, Catherine.
Hello.
You've traveled a long way to meet me. I enjoy meeting adventurers that Snarf sends my way.
Oh, yes, well, that is us. So it's good to meet you. May I have your hand in shakings? I am a woman like you.
Yes, they are.
That is correct. Yeah.
What? Yes, the answer is yes. Yes. And she says, "Oh," and you reach out to like sort of shake her hand, debutante style, like this way. Yeah. Yes, right?
I give it a shake. Realizing only far after the fact that I went for the handshake that I don't have the ring.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't. It's not on my person.
So you shake her hand, but there's, she's like, "Oh, it's very soft."
Yes, thank you. I do not do hard labor. Oh, you meant your hand. Yes, both our hands are soft. We must be born and bathed in a bottle of bathtub Jergens every day.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm moisturized is all I'm saying.
I'm Catherine Duckburn.
Okay.
What do you seek
Take
from
a couple
me?
steps back.
What do you seek from me? Yes, strong female.
Master Duckbirth. Because that is what we call women here. We have come to bestow a gift upon you.
What gift?
The gift of jewelry.
Oh, Catherine Duckbirth loves jewelry.
This one is a ring that needs to be returned to the correct family.
To the correct hand, even.
Oh.
If I may, place it upon your
5
finger.
minutes.
Oh, and I reach out to Baba and go, Baba, give me the ring.
Baba's like, just like looking around like, wow, this is cool.
Are we supposed to put it on the statue or the woman? Because it was supposed to be put on a statue was the thing.
2 minutes left.
There is magic here, everywhere we go. Perhaps this woman is also a statue. Many of the people that we have come to find through Snarf's guidance have become tiny statues that he puts in their clothes. Yes? Remember, these tiny miniatures are all these people that we meet.
Baba, what do you think?
I don't know about you guys, but I find you quite statuesque.
1 minute and 15 seconds.
This is true. This is like people who have their dog as the ring bearer, but like the one ring bearer. Like, why would we?
Ring octopus.
Yeah, give it to the pet.
Give me.
Okay, Baba, I'll give her the ring.
Baba walks over. Harry, you never left, I can tell. This is great. Harry's back! Harry's back! Baba goes, Baba. Baba, help Mama.
Yes, help Mama, thank you.
Baba scurries over and tries to put the ring on Catherine Duckford's hand. And
Recoils.
she recoils and it's like, ooh, an octopus, yuck.
What is this creature?
That's not how it
No,
sounds
that
at
was
all.
someone else who's watching.
Oh.
No, we're not.
A debutante who's in the stadium.
What is that creature? How foul.
Oh, so actually it has a really healthy sheen that keeps it lubricates your finger in a good way, like lotion.
Yes.
But just give it to me, Baba, and I'll put it on your hand.
Okay, so Baba gives it to gives it to you, Braca, and then you try to put it on
Yes.
Catherine Duckworth's hand. Here we go. It
thought it was gonna be that
it
wheel all
slips
over
onto
again,
her,
just break
onto
her
her
hand.
finger,
Okay.
and as it does, her arm turns to marble.
Oh,
And she turns to marble. Before she completely turns to marble, she says to you, "Find the Iceman."
He cometh.
Next objective is you need to find the Iceman. Find the Iceman. And she turns completely into stone. You look at your hand, the warts begin to turn to gold coins,
Oh, still attached?
falling to the ground. That would be even worse, I think. I think worse than warts would be just gold coins attached to your body. That is gross. Stone Cold Dane. Ooh, Austin 316.
Oh, yeah.
Catherine's 316.
Fun snarflets to Terrakai.
Yeah, snarf it up, snarf it up. So each of you has 100 gold snarfits.
Cool. Bringing my grand total to at least 150 snarfits, which I may spend someday.
You have like over 100,000 snarfits.
I have many.
You like remember when that bank?
I'm
the
just going
safe,
to add a couple zeros.
remember the safe opened up and there was 100,000 snarfits?
I drink on the weekends.
It's Monday, Dave. It's
Yes,
Monday.
exactly.
Monday is my. Okay, let's see if they smell terrible. Wait, smell terrible?
Yes.
Even from your pocket. Okay, let's see.
Oh, like you could smell them.
These snarfits smell disgusting.
Like rotten provolone.
Yes, like rotten provolone. Yes, bing bong bam. Bah. Thank you. Oh, from my.
Question mark?
Please
Let's
say
flip
butt.
to see
Please say what? Please say butt. Please say butt.
Say
Forever
butt.
troll.
My
Freezer
butt.
troll. Please say butt. Oh, that's even worse. Your hospital bed.
Oh, buddy.
Well, you know what it is?
Oh, I hope you're feeling better.
What a fucking downer.
I'm sure he's not very
Don't be mean to it. You don't know if it's a
Freeze roll, we hope you do good. And you just get that bunion removed and we'll see you. You'll be out and partying next week.
Hey, Freezer Troll, if you have Amazon Prime.
Which you should, seeing as you're in a hospital bed right now.
Oh, man.
In which case, go home.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
don't be stuck in the.
I'm an idiot.
Don't stay in the hospital if you shouldn't be there.
Okay, so you successfully
Yes.
get the ring onto Catherine Duckworth. We love you, Freezer Troll. Damn. Okay.
Hey, we're making her.
We're both chilling.
This is too deep, but just let it go. Just let it go.
Okay.
It's too deep down the hole.
Yeah, it's too down. Okay. So, Catherine Duckworth the first is now at. Several Fair is everywhere.
Those gifted subs.
Yeah.
It's quite the local eatery.
Instead of money, it's just antibiotics.
What is this, Canada?
Just doing Monday things. Oh my God. Okay. So you have successfully put the ring onto Catherine Hepburn, the matriarch of the Duckworth family. And before she sort of becomes a full-on statue, she says to you, "Find the Iceman. Find the Iceman." This is. Wow. Thank you, Freezer Troll.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't make me cry.
Is there a song we want to sing for Freezer Troll? Just like something to like make him feel better. Brian, you got anything?
What? Depends. I was just playing Boys of Summer right now for some reason. I don't know.
Let's,
That's not
let's,
a
let's,
happy song.
what, you know the lyrics to that?
I can't see you. Your brown skin shining in the sun. You know that one?
Nope.
Got your hair pulled back.
Where feels on the freezer troll. I can't see you. No, wait, no. I can't tell you our love for you won't be gone after the boys of
that you, Nick?
land are gone.
Your Freezer Troll?
Different Nick.
Nick, by the way? Oh, Nick, hey! Happy birthday, Nick. Oh, wow, damn. Several Fair is everywhere. Everybody holds their, everybody takes out their cell phones and puts their flashlights up.
I don't know how to
I
do
don't know how to do that.
How long have you had a cell phone?
Too long to not know how to do that.
extras. I only do it on accident, and I can't turn it off.
As you are there, the artifice of this Duckworth Manor begins to crumble and fall around you. And
We gotta get out of here!
yep, and the ground begins to shake and rumble as you hear the citizens of Land's End are running away, but all the surrounding areas are not going to accept them. They've been shunned by everyone, and they're running away. And now these highfalutin, high-class, really
Dames.
stuck-up, group of people are now forced to become refugees. They run out of the city. As you guys are running out of the city, people are grabbing up their children and they're running out of the city. In slow motion as you all run out of the gates of Land's End, and it crumbles to the ground in a heap, in a pit there. So you are surrounded by several thousand, 20, 30,000
Jesus.
people who have lost their homes, not knowing why. Little do they know it was because you put the ring on Catherine's.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah,
It's a whole thing.
It's actually a different. Don't worry.
That's actually a different Nick V.
It's a whole thing.
It is actually.
Anyway,
We do too many Nick V's.
we do.
So thanks, Terry. Because you put the ring, it completed this like old curse that was on Land's End. That once the ring of destiny was returned to the matriarch of the Duckworth family, that Land's End would be swallowed up by the surrounding land.
It would be the end of Land's End.
It would be the end of Land's End. So the Ring of Destiny actually fulfilled Catherine Duckworth's journey to find. She wanted to go out into the world to find out what her destiny was. And actually, her destiny was to end this super rigid class structure. So that now all people of Land's End are the same. They are all refugees.
Yes, now
they
they
are
are.
all the same, no matter what clothing they wear.
To Kmart.
To Kmart. Yes, exactly. Land's End is
And it's
no
Mayor
more.
TJ Maxx.
Yes.
And his wife, J.C. Penney.
And their son, Calvin. Fine.
Yeah.
And the twins, Abercrombie and no wait, they're kind of jerks.
Yes. So all the residents of Land's End are the same.
Yes, now they are all homeless.
Yes.
The great equalizer.
Yes, homelessness.
Yes.
Yes, not
natural
guns, but
disaster.
homelessness.
Natural disaster. The great equalizer. Natural disaster.
Yeah.
But you are tasked with
Nice.
finding.
Damn, billionaire Stu just crushed it. They're not legit rulers. It's a banana republic. My man, dude.
That's it. Yeah. Well done. Well done. Several, why don't you gift him a sub?
Don't do that.
I'm just kidding, Several. So now here you are amongst these refugees, right? And in this, you are tasked with finding the Iceman. So, don't tempt me. So, what do you guys do?
Well, How many? They're all arrayed in front of us.
30,000 people.
Yeah, there's like 30,000.
And we have to
Well,
find the Iceman.
I said I take Brackett's blanket if you don't mind. I take your blanket.
Sure.
Your glowy blanket. I set it down, and I set up my little magic show, and I start trying to make some money off of these people.
They have no money at all.
Yes, but I'm sure you have something in your pockets. And what is better than a little entertainment on a rough day like today, yes? I will bring a little smile to your face.
Cicalia, what do you do?
Can I say, excuse me, are any of you the Iceman? Iceman, are any of you called the Iceman?
Nobody knows anybody
Oh,
called the
damn.
Iceman.
Are there any men, or is it all women?
Oh, yeah.
There's still men. right?
Snarf gives 2 red balls and a cup.
Okay.
Typically, it's done with 3 red.
No, I can do it with 2.
No,
I'm
he's
that
going to
good.
do the
I'm that
trick
good.
called 2 balls in a cup.
Yeah,
2 balls in a cup.
2 balls, 1 cup. Now, it looks like I have 2 balls, but where are they going to go? Oh, you will see in a short time.
In your mouth.
Yeah.
One
So-
person says, well, I've heard of the Iceman, but I hear he's over in Jazztown.
Jazztown, eh?
Jazztown?
Oh,
I could be
man.
thinking of a different Iceman, though. I don't know.
No, that's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's in Jazztown. Sure.
Jazztown? Jazztown.
Yeah, the Iceman in Jazztown.
I hear the road there is incredibly smooth.
Yes, it is.
Smooth kind of place.
That's right.
Yeah.
So let's go that way.
Everyone does jazz hands in Jazztown. That's right. So as you
Pokey! I summoned Pokey.
Pokey appears to you, he's so demented. Just so demented right now. Pokey is so demented.
Oh, boy. I'm just... I'm seeing it happen, man. Pokey, this is a donkey.
Pokey
Where
the
to next, friends? I feel a little better, I think, actually.
Okay.
Maybe it was the Land's End curse. I don't know. I'm just a donkey.
Yeah.
Pokey, we're trying to go to Jazztown?
Ooh, Jazztown. Well, you better get your jazz hands on then.
As you guys are talking, the
fine.
people of LL Bean start to come out of their city and they start coming towards you. Well, what do you do?
They're just coming towards us.
Yep.
I ignore them.
I give him
Cicalia?
a friendly wave.
I say, hello, how are you?
Did anybody have? I turn to the crowd behind me and I go, anybody have a skillet?
Let's see if they have a skillet.
Edith.
Oh, yeah, they have all their...
Your skillet is returned to you, your magic skillet.
Along with my magic beans.
No magic beans, just your skillet.
Just my skillet.
The people of LL Bean start coming to you. Hello, what happened here?
Ah, look at all this.
Look at all these poor mongers, this new money. Looks at you and says, hey, are you the leader of all these people?
I am not the leader, but I can't answer any questions you have if you take these balls out of your ears. I'm sorry, you've had these balls in your ears for so long.
Look at that.
uh,
You must not have noticed the balls in your ears.
As the tallest woman in this group, I am the leader.
Well, all right. So what happened here? There's just a big hole in the ground.
Turns out there's a curse and it's broken. You're welcome.
Oh my gosh. Hey,
Guys, just listen up.
Reginald.
Yes, what is
enjoy my
it?
bit.
Dartrick.
Reginald.
Dortrick.
Dartrick.
Well,
Yes.
Reginald, I think we might have a bit of space in Labine.
In Levine to take in all these
Maybe.
refugees,
Yeah.
perhaps.
All right. For the people of Iron, I throwing camp gear everywhere.
Yes, the Righteous Elf Institution.
Oh,
Yes.
Donating camping gear. To
Yeah,
the,
they're donating the camping gear.
Oh,
Let's see if
that's pretty
if
nice.
it's the yeah.
Hey.
All of a sudden, the communities around Land's End start to pitch in, and
Pitch?
thank you. And they start to gather up people and families, bring them together, bring food and water, and they accept them. Some are going to LL Bean, some are going to REI. There was another one, right? Old Navy. There's some taken to
Old
the
Navy,
seaside.
the mines,
Yeah,
mines of
the mines.
Ashbash,
Yeah, they have mines of Ashbash Bagash. All the children go to the mines. Just kidding. This is industrial England. Burn on England.
Hashtag Bowling Burns.
Yeah, bowling burns, history burns, sideburns.
Starburns.
Crazy enough, this catastrophe has really united everybody and brought them together. This guy who came from LL Bean, Dodrick said, "Oh, so I heard you're looking for a man named Iceman."
Yeah, that's right. We're looking for the Iceman.
Yeah, he's last time I heard of him, he was living in Jazztown. He had a duo.
With whom?
Yeah, he was playing upright bass, and this guy was playing
Saxophone player, right?
and a saxophone.
Fire,
was
they called him. Fire and Ice.
Fire and Ice.
Fireman?
Fire and Ice man. Man, they were the best upright bass and saxophone tenor sax or alto sax.
I don't know music. It was a saxophone.
If I know anything about saxophones, it's probably a tenor sax because it's got a lower timbre, which would mix well with a stand-up bass.
Do you know anything about saxophones?
Hey, let a woman explain to us, please.
All right.
If anyone's going to know, it's a woman.
Flip for soprano sax. Let's see if
Soprano.
it's- I don't think that exists, does it?
It does, yeah.
Okay, it does.
It looks like a clarinet.
Jinx, you owe me a soprano sax. As you're talking musical instruments, there, that Kenny G style, Snipple Fritz.
All right.
Snipple Fritz. That's what I imagine Snipple Fritz does. It just goes like this, like every time he says something, or she, Snipple Fritz. Okay, sorry. I'm here.
I think they do that too.
Thank you, Dave. Okay,
Just
so
backing-
I
just
don't even know
backing
what's
you up,
happening.
buddy.
I don't even know what's happening.
Backing you up, buddy.
Backing me up. Okay.
Yes,
so,
sir.
so Iceman and Fire and Ice were playing in Jazztown, and Dotrick knows where they are, and he offers to take you to Jazztown. He offers to take you to Jazztown.
Let's go.
Sounds like a deal. We will take it if you will take us.
Okay, so
We can pay you with nothing.
he said,
I have 500 smelly gold coins.
I have one
I'll
red
take
solo
them.
cup.
I'll take them. 500 smelly gold coins. Yeah, all right.
Gone.
Yeah. So the scene around Land's End is pretty uplifting. Actually, it's pretty amazing to see all these communities who once hated each other united by this life-changing natural disaster. Dodrick, he takes you past the TSA, where you are reunited with all your gear
Ooh, good.
that you have, and he shows you the way to Jazztown. Jazztown, it's a place that loves to have fun.
Oh, hell
Any
yeah.
vice that you want?
Drugs.
Oh, Bracca's going straight to the first food vendor and getting a huge stick of meat
Yeah.
and then a bag of meat to go.
Sticks and bags and meats all over the place.
Yep.
Any kind of vice that you want is there in Jazztown.
Oh my.
And fights. She's gonna go in a fight.
Yeah.
Tentacle porn's probably really big in jazz.
It
Oh,
is,
that could
yeah.
be
You could make some.
Hey,
Make some.
hey, you're
also
watching
smell
No Dice.
gold.
I'm watching the tentacles. Stay
Okay,
for the tentacles.
tentacles.
It's tentacle massage here.
As you're walking, you see a sign that says Jazztown, 5 nautical miles.
Oh, how many is that regular miles?
Wait, what is that sign? I mean, what does that sign say?
It says, "This is not a hat."
Let me just make a note in my travel journal.
So is Brock still carrying a giant sign
Yes,
on her
there's
back?
a giant
the
sign
whole
that says
time? Okay.
Jordache on the back, yes.
Yeah. And as the sun sets on Generica, we see and hear the smooth stylings of
Kelsey
Grammer. Playing it on his
Stand-up
piano,
bass.
on his stand-up bass. Yep.
Careless whisper.
Yeah, he's playing Careless Whispers on the stand-up bass.
I'm never gonna dance again.
Guilty feet, I've got no rhythm.
To pretend
I know you're not a fool.
Sing it!
Should've known better than to
Find the Iceman.
Remember the quest you've been given.
Don't take so long to get out the door, please.
Toss and scrambled
eggs. And as we sort of pan out to the adventurers walking on their way to Jazztown, Pokey is glitching like this, back and forth. The scenery is like playing over and over. It's the same scenery, same sun. But we fly back to the library, and we see on the mantle. What do we see? Well, we see Land's End is a crater there. We see tents all around it. Tent people there. We see finally. We see Sharon and Bill and their broken down wagon on the shelf in Snarf's library. And we also see the Big Bird, the shadow of Big Bird there and the statue. And also, last but certainly not least, Catherine Duckworth the First.
Wow, that's a
the
lot.
statue.
Tiny glint of
The
gold.
tiny glint as we snap out of existence. That's our time for tonight. Thank you for all the wonderful people who subscribed already tonight. There goes reality. There goes gravity.
There it is.
We are on our way to Jazztown to find the Iceman. We'll see how many left-handed cigarettes are there in Jazztown.
All of my cigarettes are left-handed.
Thank you all for
'Cause I'm
joining us.
left-handed.
Thank you all for those people who watch afterwards who can't join us on Mondays. You're just as great for us. Go to sexyhackers.tv and throw a
Thanks for the
subscribe.
subs.
Yeah, thanks for the subs. Make some magical items. We didn't get any magical items. That was my bad. DM bad. DM burn. So thanks everybody. We love you. And Brian, you want to take us out?
Sure. That's
The game we call Low Dice.
You thought that it was
Nice.
and are sufficiently
Enticed to tell all your friends. Hey!
Though we played with style and class, you
make this game kick ass.
So
You raise our
come
play with us again. Hey, thanks. Hello, my name is Chet. We'll see you next week, 7 p.m. Central. Join us here at sexyhackers.tv. And that's our game. Whoa!